Welcome back, Jay Thomas Show. 701-293-9000, 888-970-9329. We had a caller early in the program ask about things being said about a speech that the lieutenant governor gave in the western part of the state, and the best thing to do is just have the lieutenant governor address it in his own words. Drew, welcome back on. I know the caller was curious about it, so what's it all about?
No, thanks for having me back on, and I thank the caller for the call and the question also. Yeah, I gave a speech in western North Dakota, in Bowman. It was a very well-received speech, I might add, not because it was so well-delivered, but just because I was out there to talk about all the great progress being made in the state to deal with the challenges of prosperity that we have, and that's what they are, that we have challenges of prosperity. That's a pretty good situation compared to challenges of economic failing and economic shrinkage and everything else that can happen and is happening around the country. So ours are challenges of prosperity, and they're real. And what I said was that they're some of the same people who are being the most critical right now, and it's political people, because when you go out to western North Dakota and you talk with people, and I don't care whether you're talking to Democrats or Republicans, just people that are out there living and working, they are solving problems every single day. But there are people in politics that are being really critical of the situation and the challenges of prosperity, and there's some of the same people who across decades have been pushing for policies which would have made it very, very difficult for us to get to this incredibly positive economic moment. So when that's the case, I said, and now some of them are looking for political support. Even though they were opposed to many of the policies that helped bring us to this point, now they want political support. And I said before that, they should turn to the people of North Dakota, and they should maybe apologize for some of the policies that they pushed, which would have barred us from getting to this moment. We live in an incredibly positive economy. We've got a positive business climate. Our schools are expanding. Our cities are expanding. Our population is going up. Our wages are going up faster than anywhere in the nation. Jobs are being created. This is a bright day for North Dakota. We do have challenges, though. They are real, but they're challenges of prosperity. And everyone that I talk to, Rob, I go all across the state, and when I talk about this with people and I point out the challenges of prosperity, though they are challenges, are a blessing to us insofar as we can control our destiny. We can see what policies are needed to go forward and to take care of issues of infrastructure and water issues and schools and all of that. We've got the resources to deal with it. Can you imagine? All over western North Dakota, in some of the quiet places, for so long we were debating, well, how far can you bus a school kid before they really start to have a detrimental impact on their education? Because we're going to close another school. We're going to consolidate some more schools. Now we're building classrooms. We're adding schools. I go to school openings quite regularly. I was at one here not too long ago over near Wimbledon. And we see it all across the West in the expansion of our infrastructure, and it's an exciting time. So my point was about the apology. You had it, we weren't at the speech, so I can't blame you for that, but you had it wrong. I wasn't saying that people who have needs in this time of prosperity because of the growth should apologize. Just the opposite. They're doing great work. Who should apologize? I said my comment, and it was tongue-in-cheek, but I was basically saying to oppose policies so aggressively across all these decades, to oppose the very policies that have helped us come to this positive economic moment, and then just say, oh, by the way, now we'd like some political support too. I just think that ignores the fact that people have been working very, very hard to have a low tax state, a low regulation state, a state with solid infrastructure and an excellent school system.
Drew,
and we're going to continue to do that. So that's my point, and it was a great opportunity to be with the great folks of Bowman, and I've been invited. I'm going to go back there in early June and talk to them some more.
Well, Drew, thank you so much for coming back on and providing the explanation. Certainly appreciate it.
Thank you, and thanks to your caller for the question, and I welcome those anytime. Thanks so much, and everyone have a good weekend.
All right, yes, have a good weekend. I'm Rob Port, sitting in for Jay Thomas. He'll be back Monday. I had a great time. Love the radio audience. Love the calls. And have a great weekend. We'll talk again.